So what I was saying is that for the purpose of this video, as you guys know, we started this new channel. So what I want is that I wanted to give out free money. I'm gonna give out $5 gift cards, 4 of them. So in total $20, 4 of them. If you guys do 3 things, and those 3 things are subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment. 3 things, that's all I'm asking for. On the 19th of March, which is Friday, I'll be sending you guys the gift cards in the email. The names of the people who will be telling in the next video, we'll just pop it up on the screen. Who are the people who won $5 gift card. For the purpose of this, I'll be putting my phone number and email address into this screen. You guys can contact me to claim the money. That's it. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Damanpreet Singh. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about life in Canada. So last night I was talking to my cousin and he asked me a question. Dude, what have you been doing nowadays? In your last video you told me you quit your job, and what have you been up to? It's been like 6 years, dude. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make a video about it. It's a good content and people might like it, you know? You guys can decide, whoever is watching from India or anywhere in part of the world, they can watch it and see and decide whether it's worth it to come to Canada or no. So things like that. So today I'll be talking about what jobs I've done, what I've been through. I came in December 2014 and it's been what, almost March 2021. So I'm like, you know what, let me make a video and talk to you guys and tell you guys how the life has been so far. Yeah, hi. Can I get a guava passion fruit drink?
I don't have guava right now, so I can't make it.
Do you have a mango dragon fruit?
Do you want it with water, lemonade?
Coconut, please.
Grande is okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Camera and action. All right, so we are back at home now. Let me start it. So where should we start actually? I don't know. So I came to Canada in 2014 in December, right? No. Cut it. Let me take you back. So back home, I'm from New Delhi, right? Yeah, I'm from Azadpur. So I did my high school at Modern Public School, Shalimar Bagh, in New Delhi. So right after high school, I was like every other typical student. I wanted to join a college, right? That's what you guys must be thinking, but not me. So I wanted to join college and kind of not wanted to join college. It was like 50-50. So what I was having in my mind is that I want to make money, right? So what I did is that I went to my dad. I said, you know what, either send me somewhere out in the foreign country somewhere to study, or you know what, open me a business. And my dad's like, no, we can't afford you to send you right now, because you know the situation of each and every family is different. So my dad said, no, if you want to do something here. My dad was having his own business. So I'm like, you know what, you already have a client base. He was trading soap and all that stuff. So he told me, think of something that you want to do with me maybe. I'm like, you know what, you already have a client base and I've been to your clients or people that you sell stuff to. So I wanted to give a shot. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, maybe I can do similar thing, but not what you're doing. Not that, but similar, so that I can supply to the same people that you were supplying to. So he's like, great. When do you want to start? I'm like, okay. First we need an office, or we need a storage, a place where we can put the stuff. So my dad was like, great. Let me know what do you want to do. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking off my head that I can sell whole grain powder, or I can sell vegetable oil, like big containers. Back like 6 years ago, people used to use it back home in Delhi. So my dad bought me a place for, I think it was around 12.5 lakh. That was the price, if I'm not wrong. That's Indian currency. If you convert it into Canadian, it will be around 10, 20, around, I would say $24,000, $25,000 Canadian dollars. So that is like, okay, I bought you the place, now what? I'm like, let's go buy stuff. So he bought me the stuff, he put it into the store, and then I started selling. As I'm selling, I'm going to the same people that my dad's selling to. I see there's no profit. Like, there's nothing. I've been freaking picking up stuff, putting on my bike, and then taking it, dropping it to people, and there's no profit. It's like I'm selling it for $100 and I'm buying it for like $95, and it's $5 I'm saving. And it's like that big piece, you gotta put it on the bike and drop it somewhere. And then the guy don't pay you right away. They'll pay you maybe later, like after a week or two, or they'll give you like $10 at a time. You go there one day, give you 10. The next day you go, he give you 10. And that's how they pay you back. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is not working out. That's how I'm gonna become rich? No, not at all. So I can't make money like that, right? So what I thought is that I did that for like a month or two. And then I went to my dad again. I'm like, you know what? This is not working out. I don't want to do this. There's no margin. There's no profit in this. I want to go out. I'm going to go give my IELTS exam. It's the English speaking exam to come to Canada. You have to pass that. And then my dad's like, okay, so where are we going to get the money from? That's the next issue. Okay, I told my dad, you know what? Sell the store. Sell it, and I'll pay you back or something. He's like, okay, if you really want to do it, you don't want to do this, okay, I'll send you to wherever you want. So we sell the store. I applied to Canada in Sheridan College, Brampton. So where was we at? So I just removed my glasses because there was too much glare coming in the glasses. So Sheridan College, right? So I came to Canada, just for clarity, I was 17 years old. I finished my high school in April 2014. And I gave the exam in October 2014. I landed on December 17th, 2014. My cousin was here already. My dad's sister's son, his name is DJ, and his wife. They were already here. They were the only people from our family that came outside of India first time, right? Nobody goes from Delhi. It's a pretty decent city. Nobody like to go out from there. So he was here. I came to him. He picked me up. He wasn't having a car at that time. Now he's a big guy. If he's watching the video. Anyways, so he picked me up from the airport, brought me to his basement. We were living in a basement. I lived with him for like 9 months. As soon as I landed, in a couple of weeks, I got a job at Give and Go Bakery. It's near Humber College, if I'm not wrong. They have a bunch of plants now. At that time, I was, excuse me. So I was working as a general labor. It was from an agency, Indian agency. They were recruiting for general labor people. You know, you gotta stand on the line. You gotta take the goods out and then put it on the other line. So that kind of stuff. At that time, he was paying me like $9.75 cash. That was my first job here in Canada. So I worked there for like 1 year, and then I was doing some construction stuff side by side. Actually, that construction guy, he was a con. He took my money. He didn't pay me, so I left that job. But that's a whole different story. After Give and Go, I worked like 1 year. I was in college. I went to the college orientation. College studied for semester, and I couldn't focus because now I was making money, right? I was making dollars. I was working full time, 5 days a week at Give and Go, and my college was 5 days a week. So I took a night shift. I was working night shifts there, and I used to go to the college. Now in the class, I'm sitting, teacher is explaining, and I'm sitting like this. I'm like, I'm not getting anything. Exams come, I feel some of them. I went to the next semester. They didn't give me some subjects because I failed the first semester couple subjects. So those were like prerequisites to those ones. I didn't get those subjects. Then next semester, I was left with like three subjects, and you have to pay like full fee. If you're an international student, you have to pay full fee for a whole semester, $8,000. Doesn't matter how many courses you have. But to do the remaining 3-4 courses that I didn't get, I have to pay another $8,000 the next time I pick those courses. So that was like crazy. So I'm like, I was in the middle of the second semester. This was 2015, like October. I dropped the whole course. I'm like, no, this is not working out. If I do it at this pace, it's gonna take me like 3-4 years to finish all the courses. So now I fail the college. I have a couple $1,000 saved in my account because I was working full time, so I have like decent amount of money saved up. So I still remember I was coming from the college. I went to the registrar. I canceled my whole course that I want to drop it. I was coming from the college. I was in a bus on Queen Street. If people watching from Canada, they know Queen Street and Torbonne, somewhere around there. I was at the bus and I opened my phone. I didn't call my agent and nothing. I applied by myself. I applied by myself to the college again as an international student. I applied it. They accepted me. Within like a month, they sent me a letter because I already told them I'm gonna reapply. Because there's no way I'm gonna leave that course. Because now I'm like down $16,000 I spent. I failed. I sold my dad's store that he bought me for 12.5 lakh, which was like $25,000. I lost $18,000 and I'm still standing nowhere. Now the money I've saved up, I gotta pay it again. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this course. I'm gonna prove it that I can do it, you know? I didn't lose the hope. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. So I applied it. After a month, I paid $8,000. Now the semester is gonna start in January 2016. And I'm in October. So what do we do? 3 months, 3-4 months. So I went to one of the stores that's called Wardach Meats. It's at I think Airport in Castlemore. That's where it is. I think they shut down now. It's no more. But yeah, that was an Indian store, fine dine restaurant. I joined there. I was working in the kitchen for like full 3 months, full time. They were paying me like $11, I believe, cash, something like that. But they were giving me like good, decent hours. The owner, they were like two brothers. They were really good. They still own a couple stores. I meet them sometime. I go around the market. I see them. So they gave me a job. I saved up some money for the next fee for the second semester because now I'm back at the first semester, right? So I paid for the first semester from my account, $8,000, because I have money saved up. Now for the next fee, I've saved up from there. So January comes, I started working. For the first 2 semesters, I didn't work because I got money saved up, and I'm gonna do 2 semesters straight up, no work, 5 days a week, college, and I'm gonna kill it. So I did that. At that time, I used to wear a turban. If you guys know me, I used to have turban on as I'm a Sikh by religion. So after second semester, I feel like I have to get my hair cut. So I went ahead, got my hair cut. There was a drop for 4 months after 2 semesters. There was like a summer break or something like that for 4 months, and then I started working. I got a forklift license. I still remember this is a Filipino guy. I met him at one of the stores. He's like, why don't you drive forklift? I'm like, what is that? So he showed me a video. This is how you drive. There's a bunch different of them. You can Google it up, forklift. I was driving a reach truck. You gotta stand it, and then it has a fork. It goes up, down. You gotta take the skids and you drive it in the warehouse. So I got the license from that guy. He charged me like $250 to give me the license. He trained me for like 3 days, and he's like, don't be scared when you go to the factory to give, because first time you go, they test you. I got on the machine. He said, take it easy, you know, drive it a little bit, don't be too fast. So somehow there was a ice cream company or a tortilla company, I don't remember. They had big machines. It was like a 6-7 story high warehouse, and the reach trucks they were operating, it was like in minus 20-30 degrees Celsius warehouse. It was a freezer warehouse kind of. Got a job there on some on cash, some on check, you know. So got a job there, worked there for like 4 months full on, saved money for the third semester, $8,000, and they were paying like $18 an hour. That time was Canada's minimum wage in 2014, 15, 16. It was like $11.75, if I'm not wrong, $11.50, $11.75 per hour. And these guys were paying 18 because that's a skilled job. I'm driving forklift. I'm not doing a general labor, right? So $18 an hour. I saved up money for the third semester. In the third semester now, I didn't work either. I was doing a little bit, but not like a full-time. I was doing part-time restaurant, Indian restaurant. Before I was working in the restaurant in the kitchen, and now I'm working because in the part-time, you won't make too much money. So I got a liquor license so that you can serve a liquor in a restaurant up front in the dining area. So because I knew you can make a lot of tips there, right? So I started working like 4 hours a day at nighttime, like after 7 o'clock till the closing. So on the weekends only, not on the weekdays, because I was doing 5 days college, and I don't want to fail again. So I'm doing weekend. I'm doing a restaurant. This is my third semester. I saved up some money for my semester 4. In third and fourth semester, I made some really decent friends, some really good friends. I still know them. As we still go hang out. Some of them are gone after work permit. On their work permit, they got trucking license and they are driving truck. So right after my fourth semester, as soon as I graduated, I was thinking of doing a field job, like related to architecture, or I was thinking which is the way to get a PR. So that was working in a restaurant and being a manager or a supervisor and getting a PR from there. Or you do your field job and see if you are eligible after working for 1 or 2 years. Once you do high school and you come here, you don't have too much points to apply for the PR. PR is permanent residency of Canada, right? So I joined Tim Hortons, started working there. The late manager, she was really impressed. She wanted to make me a supervisor. But before making me supervisor, working there for 2 months and on my work permit, she gives me a job. She says, go clean the toilets. I'm like, clean the toilets? I'm working on the front as a cashier and serving coffees. Why do you want me to clean the toilet? I never cleaned it. It was been 2 months, I didn't clean the toilet, right? So now she's asking me to clean the toilet. I take the equipment, she explained to me everything. I go in the toilet, I clean it. I'm like, what the hell is this now? I'm not here for this, right? I know I'm there for PR and I can get the PR from there, but no toilet cleaning. I'm like, I can't do this shit. Anyway, so I quit. After 2-3 months, I quit. On the other store of the Tim Hortons, the same owner, she was thinking I'm gonna be the manager here, but she get to know after a week after I leave that guy's gone. So she was upset about it, that what happened. But anyways, long story short, I quit. As soon as I quit from there, I come home, I started applying for architecture job. I'm like, you know what, let's do something in the field. So I got my first job. It wasn't a full-time, it was a part-time. It was a guy from Nepal. He's an architect. His name is Kishore. He runs an architecture company from his home. He has a home office setup. So he gave me a part-time job. We were doing basement permits and all, and legalizing the basements. So I worked with this guy. I used to go to the sites, take the measurements and all. I worked with him. He was paying me by hour. It was a decent amount of money he was paying. As many hours I tell him I spent to make the drawings, he would pay me. He won't even ask a single question. That guy taught me a lot, right? Right after that, at that time I was having part-time, so I wasn't making that much money. So I'm like, I keep applying, right? Keep pushing myself to apply to get a full-time job. So I got this job in North York, Toronto, in a company called Thays Architect. So Thays Architect, they hired me as a architecture technologist, which is the next level as from technician. So they hired me as a technologist. I was getting a package of like $35,000. $35,000, yes, that's what I was getting annually, which is around, if you calculate hourly, it's $18, but after taxes, you're left with like $13, $14. but $18 is still good, right? Well, I was working in a forklift making $18 an hour, and now I'm making $18 sitting in the office working. So I learned a lot from there. Like seriously, that was the first white collar job you can call that I had in Canada. So I worked in the job for almost a year and a half. Year and a half, yeah, that's what I worked there. So I was doing a lot of custom homes right from the scratch to the finish. When I joined, I was doing basement permits kind of thing, small things. And then there was like all Chinese people around me, right? I'm the only Indian guy there. There's a lady joined after a couple of months. Her name was Nadia. She joined the company. She's from Pakistan, I believe. And hats off to that lady, man. She taught me a lot. If I was like here, she took me like here. She taught me so much. There's a software we use apart from AutoCAD is that Revit. She taught me like full on. And I highly doubt at that time after graduation, anybody from my college was doing that kind of stuff that I was doing. Like whole house from scratch to the finish. The permits and everything. I know I couldn't stamp. The owner was stamping it because they're the architect, the licensed one. I was producing the drawings like from the scratch. I was dealing with the building inspector, talking to them on the phone, structural guys, engineers, all that kind of stuff. Right? I was killing it there. They helped me apply my PR. Really great people. Honestly, I have to say this. So I wanted more money because now I had more experience. I worked there for like a year and a half. So once I applied my PR, I moved from there. I went ahead. Looking for another job, so I applied in this company called Foresca. There was this new startup. The guy, he started the company and he got me into it. And me and my friend, we were the only two people working for this guy. And then somehow it didn't work too much, or work for a long time, or there for like 4 or 5 months. I was getting more pay there, like $45 package, right? So I left from there, and then I got this company, my last job that I just left. This company was Neff, right? Really great people. I have to say, I worked there I started from the bottom. It was a millwork company. We were having like all high-end clients, all like Hollywood stars, Tiger Woods, and all that kind of people. We're doing kitchens, cabinets, closets, custom vanities, and wall paneling, all that kind of stuff. And so I started from the bottom. I got hired. At like, I believe it was 52,000 annually, something like that. It was like $22, $23 annually. And then I worked hard and I moved up. I became project coordinator, and then there were people working under me. So I had like really good time there. I learned a lot. Before I learned about architecture, like exterior, building houses, structural and all. And now I have experience from there for interior designing. So we were because we did a lot of mill work, so that was a pretty decent job. And then the guy was paying really good overtime. I didn't ever ask a question. Put as many hours you want. Like really saved up a lot of money, from there and from previous jobs. And after I left from there, really good guy, I have to say this. Really good people. All my colleagues who are watching this right now, you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so I left the job for 2 months ago. I joined Humber College now, because now I'm a PR, so the fee is less. So I joined Humber College. I'm studying real estate, and I am thinking of I'm starting a business. It's called Luxurious Millwork. I just got it registered a couple days ago. As I'm studying for real estate, I'm 2-3 exams I've already done. Once I finish real estate, hopefully once I produce my business card, I'll be having a real estate on one side and renovations, millwork on the other side. So it's like people who gonna buy the houses, or people's houses who I'm gonna sell. So it's like for the people who's gonna buy the house from me, or if I'm gonna sell their house, I can get the renovations done from my own company, right? It's a pretty decent plan for now. That's what we're gonna do. And just so you guys know, so I just bought the house a couple months ago. Just closed on it. So we'll be talking about the house in coming videos, and not in this one. This video has already been too long. I don't know if a lot of people is gonna watch it till the end or no, but if you guys watch it, that'll be great. So pretty much that's all for this video, guys. Please make sure you guys do share, comment, and subscribe. and hit the bell icon. So please do that, because next week we'll be revealing 4 names, $5 each. I'll be sending out gift cards to the people, random people I'll pick, and I'll put up their name on the screen somewhere next week, and then well, you'll see. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep hustling, keep grinding, keep working hard, you know, never stop pushing yourself. Set your dreams, set your goals, and keep achieving them. That's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. I hope you guys can do it. Now you guys know my story better, so you guys better do it too. Well, it's a new chapter starting for me as well, as I quit the job and I've decided not to work for anyone no more. I'll be having my own business, running my own thing, be my own boss. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep sharing. That's the purpose of the channel. We'll keep sharing things. We'll keep making you guys giving update, you know. Until then, see ya. Bye-bye.